Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to Out of the Park Baseball 22 with the Detroit Tigers. And as you can see, we are at May 1st. So what I'm going to do in this episode, I had some audio issues in my last one. Unfortunately, the off-season episode, for some reason, OBS switched my audio from my Yeti mic here to the internal mic on the laptop. And I didn't catch it until I went to edit the video, and needless to say, there was no audio. So what this episode is going to be is I basically am going to do a review of the offseason and through the first month of this season. So before we take a look at this season, let's go back and take a look at the transactions that we made last offseason. So we go back to October, and actually, so we go back to October. Actually, let's go back to November. So you can see all of our players re-signed their automatic renewals, I guess. Carson Kelly became a free agent. Adrian Hauser became a free agent. Byron Buxton. We actually offered Buxton the qualifying offer, and he turned it down. So when he signs in the offseason, we pick up a supplemental first-round pick. Kelly, we couldn't afford him. Looks like he's still a free agent, so we might readdress that here. Adrian Hauser. And let's see. I know we let Luis Castillo go, Nico Goodrum go, Chris Archer. We chose not to re-sign him. If we go back and we look, Zach Pop signed a significant arbitration contract worth $6 million. Keep that in mind because we do make a move regarding Zach Pop here during the offseason. Casey Mize, $3 million. Tariq Skubal, $6 million. And then you can see the rest here. Vest, $1.7 million. Torkelson, $4.6 million. Manning, $865,000. Colton Welker signed a 4-year contract worth $17 million. It was like 4, 4, 5, 6 or somewhere right in that vicinity. We'll take a look. Crow, $965,000. Perez, $2.7 million. And Fernandez, $4.6 million. So those were the arbitration numbers in November. If we go to December, a couple of deals, a couple of things happened. You can see we traded Zach Pop along with Hector Cardenas, who was the number 70 prospect in baseball at the time. Cole Henkelman, Alex Lang, and Jay Allen to the Blue Jays and this was our big deal, getting Jesus Luzardo from the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays are going to retain 25% of his contract. You can see he hasn't been great for us this year, but last year he won 12 games, put up an ERA of about 4.5 between Oakland and Toronto. So we moved Pop, picked up Jesus, moved Pop and 4 minor leaguers, picking up Luzardo to bolster our pitching staff. We picked up Diego Cartaya and Kevin Alcantara in the Rule 5 draft, and we signed Ken Giles to a 3-year contract worth $12 million. It was really one of those 4-year with the 2 years being team options. You can see we have him for this year at $4 million, and then the next 2 years are team options at $4 million. So we picked up Luzardo and Giles to bolster our bullpen, picked up Cartaya as a backup catcher. Hasn't been very good so far, but he's only 23, has some room to grow, and we needed a backup catcher after Carson Kelly went away. So that was December. Nothing happened in January. February rolled around, and we were offered a deal by the Red Sox, and I guess it was probably in March then, and we went back and forth. Where was this deal? Is it not considered a major deal? Well, that's interesting. All right, so we'll just do it this way. So the Red Sox offered us Darwinzon Hernandez. He had a $12 million contract, so we had to do some fiddling around, and he hasn't been very good so far. You can see he's given up 8 runs in 6 innings, but stuff, movement, 3 great pitches. I think he'll be fine. We had to fiddle some things around just because of his contract, and we were able to get the Red Sox to eat his entire contract and send us $90,000. We gave up Justin Rodriguez, who's an all-glove, no-hit type catcher or shortstop. Christian Santana, who's the number 76 prospect in baseball. Again, good glove, average with the bat. And then some filler. Caden Moeller, a 22-year-old kind of power hitting first baseman who had never made it out of rookie ball for us. Sam Delaplane, who we actually picked up off of waivers a couple years ago. And Bryant Packard, who sort of fell out of favor, was pretty good in 2023 for us, or in 2022 for us, struggled in 2023. And we've got other options at first base now. And in exchange, we pick up Darwinzon Hernandez, and they're going to eat the entirety of his contract. So Luzardo, Hernandez, and Ken Giles added to our bullpen. Zach Pop removed from the bullpen. So those were the moves that we made during the offseason. Really nothing to solidify the offense. We kind of ran with what we had. And you'll see... you can see here the offense has struggled through the first month of the season. We're 14-11, 2 games behind the White Sox. And yeah, this is going to be a bit of a shorter episode just because I screwed up. So next episode will be May and June, but we'll dive into April's stats here before I call it an episode. Parker Meadows is out for a couple weeks, which is the only reason he's not in the starting lineup, and Siani is. Jung-Hoo Lee, power hasn't been there this year. I think he'll be okay. Yeah, so let's take a look at what we did. So offensively, things, like I said, haven't been fantastic. Ali Sanchez is our top hitter in terms of WAR, and he's hitting .356 right now, 8 doubles, 855 OPS, .8 WAR. Christian Arroyo continues to hit really, really well for us. 2 home runs, 12 RBIs, 290, 354, 440. Lou follows up on his rookie season. You can see his ratings have gotten really, really good. That contact is bumped up. So we've placed him in the number 3 hole against lefties and in the 5 hole against righties. So, yeah, he's going to be a beast. And he's hitting pretty well this year. Down a little bit from last season, but I think he'll be all right. Siani has stepped in to play center field while we wait for Parker Meadows to come back. Jung-Hoo Lee, again, down from last season. Really, everybody is down from last season. Torkelson's got 6 home runs and 21 RBIs in 24 games. I'll take it. On-base percentage is a lot lower than where I'd like it. And most of these guys, right now are hitting below average. So as long as they can get back to where they were last year, we'll be fine. But Daz Cameron, we just called up. Marcelo Meyer continues to not hit, even though the ratings have bumped up a little bit. I think ultimately he'll be okay, but we just need to let him grind through this. So we'll continue to throw him out there every day. Brigman and Carranto, again, backups. And then Ball and Fletcher haven't been good. Bryce Ball, we picked up in a trade last year with the Giants. Want him hitting against righties, but he's not really hitting against anybody yet. 216, 1 home run, 11 RBIs. And then Fletcher isn't hitting either. So really left field and first base are positions we may have to address as the season moves on. We have a little bit of money. Attendance is down because we're only 14-11. So hopefully we can turn that around and get some fannies in the seat, as they say. Pitching has actually been quite good. Casey Mize and Matt Manning have gotten off to hot starts. Mize is only 1-2, but a 2.54 ERA. Opponents are only hitting 266 against him, giving up less than a home run an inning, striking out 10 per 9. That walk to strikeout ratio is phenomenal. Matt Manning so far 3-0. Staying relatively healthy. I think he had to come out of 1 start, but staying relatively healthy so far. 31-4 strikeout to walk ratio. Jack Flaherty's been pretty good. He's 3-1. The other 2 starters, Skubal and Luzardo, are slightly above average, but I think we have a very, very good pitching staff, so I'm not really concerned there. I think they'll come around just fine. Bullpen has been fine. Sanders, Rolison, and DeJesus are all below average, but it's still early. None of them have pitched a ton. Giles has been really good so far, but again, early. Hess has been good. Little's been good. So I'm not really concerned about our pitching staff. Our offense is struggling. Hopefully it's just early season jitters, and we'll be okay there. What else do we want to take a look at? None of our prospects have started yet. Elijah Green. Oh, I guess we can look at prospect rankings. We're second right now. We got Elijah Green is 8th. Zarate is 14th. We finally moved him in, and for some reason they made him a reliever. So we want to force him to being a starting pitcher. So we got Green, who's 8th. Zarate, who's 14th. Castro was a Rule 5 guy in 2024. He's currently the number 22 prospect. Collier, who was our number 1 pick in 2023, is coming along nicely. Still would like to see that contact improve a bit, but if he's a high gap, high home run, high on base guy, I can deal with a 230 or 240 average. He will start in high A, along with Green, who's going to be in double A. Zarate will start in rookie ball, and then Moreno was just a scouting acquisition guy, and he's going to start he's still in, where is he? He's still in the minor league complex. Yes, he's not ready yet with that 3 contact and 4 home run power, so he'll stay in the international complex for now. Let's look at our pipeline. Another international guy, Alexis Armelini. Will Sanders is with the big club. He's in the bullpen currently. He could easily move into the starting rotation if one of our pitchers struggles. But so far so good. 15 strikeouts in 10 2/3 innings. Jeff Foster was our number 1 pick last year. Yeah, number 27 overall. He's going to start in high A ball. 6 good pitches. Need to see some improvement here, but 6 good pitches. Back of the rotation kind of guy, I think. Braylon Bishop is going to start in double A, and it looks like and I forced him. That's right. I forced the lineup to stick him in right field because I want to get him time in both left and right. I don't know that he's ever going to hit enough to be our starting center fielder, especially with Elijah Green sitting there in front of him. So I figure if I can get him time in both left and right, he can make a good backup outfielder. Chance Mako is going to start the season in A-ball. Need to see some improvement here, but still really good stuff. Good fastball, good slider. So I'm hopeful that he will come around. Samuel Dutton, 5th round pick in 2021. Starting in high A ball, 4 good pitches, decent stuff, decent movement. Just need that control to get a little better. Again, another back of the rotation kind of guy. Kai Carranto was our 4th round pick in 2023. I don't know that he's ever going to hit enough to be a starter, but good plate discipline, good eye, good defensively, good base running. He could very easily be a backup middle infielder for us. Jamie Patterson was our 4th round pick last year. Can't field, but has a good stick. So if that stick develops, maybe we change his position to first base and force the AI to play him at first and see if that helps at all, because he does have a good bat, and that bat will play in the majors if he can reach those rankings. It's debatable because he low leader, low work ethic, low intelligence, etc., but it's a possibility. And that's it for the top 300. We've got 14 in the top 200, so that's not bad. We're 14 and 11. Team chemistry is fine. Plenty of leaders. Arroyo, Sanchez, Brigman are all captains. Plenty of leaders. Nobody's disruptive. Our front office or our staff is ecstatic with each other. We brought in a new assistant GM in Pete Lavin. Favors prospects, favors pitching, offense, power, and on-base percentage, which is perfect for us. He was with the Schaumburg Boomers a year ago. Back in 2021. He's now our assistant GM. Any changes we need to make here? No, we're going to leave it like that because actually I think, we're going to leave Santiago with teaching running and outfield. Chip Hale will be our catcher and infield coach. Our coaching staff is ecstatic with each other. We got a lot of personal guys and a lot of people who work well with personable guys, so we're good there. I think that might be it, guys. Yeah, so we're 14 and 11. Take a look at the the Red Sox are 21 and 3. They got off to the same start we got off to last year. They're doing it with pitching, it looks like. Yeah, Bassett, Wallace, Barrios, Caswell, Smith, and Tyler Dyson all pitching really well for them. They have Sir Anthony Dominguez, Tanner Scott, Archie Bradley in their bullpen, so they're 21-3. Rays 16-9, but 5.5 games out. White Sox are 16-9. They got Giolito and Bauer in their rotation, but the rest of their rotation is not very good, so I'm not too fussed about that. Yeah, they're doing it with smoke and mirrors, guys. Look at this. 3rd in runs scored, but 12th in batting average. Their bullpen's not very good, so I expect them to come down to earth. I think we'll probably catch them. The Indians lost Bieber. Shane Bieber actually signed with the Minnesota Twins in the offseason, and he's getting lit up so far. The Twins also have Moncada, so they have a couple of AL Central imports, and Moncada's doing okay, but Bieber's getting smoked. Indians are 13-11. Again, not very good across the board with their team stats. Royals 10-14. They're really struggling with their offense. Their pitching staff hasn't been very good either. And then we looked at the Twins. Their pitching staff is just getting destroyed. So I think ultimately we are still the best team in the division. OSA had us going. I don't think it's going to show up anymore, but OSA had us going 96-66. So I think we'll be all right. We're just struggling a little bit right now. Mariners are 15-10. Angels, Rangers, Astros, A's in the National League. Nats are 14-11. Braves, Marlins, Mets, Phillies. Cardinals, Cubs, Brewers, Reds, Pirates, and the Dodgers are 17-7. The Rockies, Padres, D-backs, and Giants. No leaders so far. Well, I guess Mize and Manning are tied for the league lead in pitcher WAR in the American League, and then Ken Giles is second in saves. So, yeah, I keep saying it, but I think we'll be all right. And that's really, I think, going to do it for this episode, guys. It's a quick one. I apologize. You couldn't see me go through my my thought processes or processes, as it were. I screwed up my last episode again. But yeah, let me know what you think of the moves I made, picking up Luzardo, Giles, and Hernandez, considering we came into the offseason with about $12 million in money to spend. We come out of the offseason with $8 million to spend, and we pick up 3 pitchers who presumably are going to make our pitching staff better. Now, Luzardo, if you look at his game log so far, it's been sort of up and down. Really good his first 2 starts, then he struggled his second 2 starts, and then his last game he pitched 7 innings of shutout ball, striking out 10. So I'll take it. I mean, 3 good starts out of 5. I'd like to see a little bit better than that, but I think we'll be fine there. And then Giles has been really good, and Hernandez has been bad. So let me know what you think of the offseason moves. Again, we didn't do much to pay attention to the offense. That's something we'll keep an eye on here as the season moves on. First base / left field types I don't think are going to be that hard to find. And really, all we need is a bat, because we can move Torkelson to either first or left. So really, it's just going to be a matter of finding another bat for the lineup, assuming these guys don't come around. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Yeah, I should have the next episode up probably here within the next couple of days. And I appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you watching, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.